Hello, everybody, and welcome to this free intro to Rahanni Celestial Healing. This healing modality is so near and dear to my heart. It is truly the first real energy healing modality. I'm putting that in quotes, right? Energy healing modality that I learned. I had been studying channeling for a few years, but when I learned Rahanni Celestial Healing, I felt like I was a fish getting put into water. Everything I had been learning made sense. Bringing through all the guides, it all got amplified. My clairs opened up, and it just felt like a catapult, truly a catapult to me, my healing, my growth, my ascension. And I learned it just for myself, not even knowing that I was going to go on to teach it. That wasn't even a thought in my mind. And it catapulted me so massively that I was like, I need to teach this modality to others. It's simple to learn, yet it's powerful, transformative, gentle, heart opening, all at the same time. And so it's so near and dear to my heart. And every time I teach it, it's a 1-day class. It is a magical day. It is so high vibe. It is just one of those days that you just feel amazing. You feel like your growth has been catapulted. So what we're going to do today is talk a little bit about what it is, where it comes from. We're going to do a healing process with some of the guides with Rahanni, and we're going to do some card readings for those who are live. So first, before we really get started, we're going to set up this space here because Kuan Yin is overlighting this class today. And she is one of the main guides in Rahanni Celestial Healing. Here is an image of her if you want to connect to that. This is from Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light deck, and it says care and compassion. And she is a goddess of compassion, and her frequency is so high. It's so light, it's ethereal, it's loving, yet it is powerful. She helps us to really raise our frequency up, connect us to our divinity, connect us to unconditional love, that heart opening. And so we're just going to take a moment here to set this space before we go into this, to really invite in Kuan Yin and really start to feel these energies of Rahanni before we even begin to speak about it. And so let's just do this together. If you want, you can place your hands on your heart and just take some deep breaths. And as we take some deep breaths, we center ourselves. We come into this present moment. We connect to that sacred space inside, that beautiful heart chakra of ours. And let's just create a golden column of light going in each direction. So we're going to connect all the way down to Mother Earth and all the way up to the higher realms, to the light. So each of us is in a golden column of light, and we invite in Kuan Yin today, the beautiful goddess of compassion, love, healing. And we ask her to overlight this workshop today, just bringing in her light energy, raising our vibration and raising our frequency already. And she is here with us now. She's happy to be with us. And I can just feel her doing a beautiful light activation. And maybe you can see or feel it too. She's bringing through some golden and pink light through our energy fields. Just starting us off here. And go ahead and take a deep breath. And just come back to the present moment whenever you're ready. So that's just a little taste of Rahanni frequencies. And I'm just going to turn the music down, and we will be bringing in the music again a little later when we do the healing process. And so let's just talk about the origin of Rahanni celestial healing, because it's really important. So Rahanni celestial healing was founded, channeled in 2002 by a beautiful woman, Carol Ann Stacey, in the UK. And she's mostly retired now, but at the time she was a Reiki master and doing a lot of ascension workshops. And the whole story really comes through in Rahanni level 1 training and attunement. But I'll give you a tidbit. I'll give you some tidbits today. It was channeled to her in the middle of the night. Beautiful story of Lord Melchizedek, one of the main guides of Rahanni, bringing it to her, saying that the time was ripe for this high frequency healing modality. And she, being the humble, beautiful spirit that she is, she said, why me? Why am I bringing through Rahanni celestial healing? Why not Diana Cooper? Or at the time, Doreen Virtue was really well known. And she was told that Rahanni needs to be a ripple. It needs to spread slowly as the frequency and the vibration of the earth expands, as it opens up. And then as it raises, more and more people will be attracted to the vibration of Rahanni. And that's really what I've been seeing over the last few years. I feel like the time is right for this healing modality to really start spreading much more quickly. And it's becoming more well known. And when I started putting my Rahanni healing videos up on YouTube a couple of years ago, there was almost no information about Rahanni out there. There were and there are a lot of practitioners in the UK, because that is where it's from, right? That's where it was founded. But now there's practitioners all over, and especially in the US where I'm located, it is expanding more and more. And it's really exciting to see because the vibration is so high. And so another thing that I love about Rahanni is it brings through many, many guides of different origins. So it works with archangels, cosmic light beings like Lord Melchizedek, ascended masters like Jesus, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, White Eagle, as well as galactics. Rahanni originates from the Pleiades, Andromeda, and Sirius. So if you put those three galactic energies together, wow, right? Really, really beautiful energies. So The other thing I love about Rouhani, yes, you are given these guides to work with, but I really see it as an umbrella to really start bringing through other guides. And Carol Ann Stacy talks about this in one of her books, where after you learn Rouhani, after you really get attuned and really start working with those main guides that originally came through, more and more guides are coming through. And so you can begin to bring through more archangels. You can begin to bring through more ascended masters. You can begin to bring through more galactics. And so I really feel like Rouhani really opened me up to working with so much more than what was given in the training and the attunement. And I do always tell people, get used to those that are given first. Get to know those energies because they are so powerful. There's so much there. And the other guides of Rouhani I did not mention, who are very much worth mentioning, are the Rouhani angels, the celestial pink angels, because Rouhani comes in on the pink vibration, the pink ray of light of unconditional love. Kuan Yin helps with this. The Rouhani angels help with this. And so, what Rouhani does is it releases lower energies, releases unwanted emotions, releases denser energies. And what automatically happens when we do that? Our true nature can shine. And our true nature is that of peace, joy, unconditional love, radiating beauty, radiating heart. And yes, as well, that gets amplified from the guides that we bring through, but it's already within us. It's already who we are. And so the Rouhani angels help with that as well. Let me see what else I can tell you. I do have the manual here because when you learn Rouhani, you do get sent the PDF of the manual and to print off, or you can just have it on your computer. Mine is falling apart because I've used it so much. It's kind of hard to see with my background. Let me try turning my background off. Okay, look at this. Look at that. Amazing. Um, and so that is the manual that it comes with. I use it so much. Of course, I do teach. So I'm using it all the time. But so much information in here on self-healing, healing for others, healing with pets, healing with kids. That is okay. Oh, all right. Yes, I will pull a card for you. Let me write a note here. I got somebody else who reached out to me. She was like, "Will you pull a card for me?" So, um, okay. So healing with kids, healing with pets. And when I learned Rouhani, you can learn Rouhani just for your own healing. That's what I thought I was doing. And yes, that is what I was doing. I didn't realize it was going to take me down this whole path of opening a practice and learning other energy healing methods and teaching. But it opened up so much for me. So you can come to it learning just for your own personal benefit, or you can use it for your friends and family, or you can use it to open a practice. And so with Rahanni, we have you do self-healing as well as healing on family and friends for 6 weeks. And then you can open your doors and work with others. And it's truly transformative. So it works on physical issues, emotional issues, limiting beliefs, financial stuff, relationship issues, you name it. Anything that you want to transform, you can bring through this energy. And the more you work on it, or I should say, the more you work with this energy, the more you attune to the vibration. So the more you raise your vibration, as well as the more you open up your clairs. So if that's something that you are looking to do, this will help with that. Of course, I can never make any guarantees. But for me personally, it was a huge opening for my clairs, not only from the attunement, but then it was working with the energy on a daily basis. I could just feel my clairs opening up more and more and more. And so there is a level 1 of Rahanni, that is the practitioner level. Like I mentioned, after 6 weeks, you can become a practitioner. If you want to teach Rahanni after 6 months of practicing, you can move to the teacher level. And we ask for some client testimonials. But one thing to know, even if you don't want to teach it, you can be attuned to the teacher level. Each level and attunement raises your vibration. And in fact, there has been some recent developments, recent expansions in Rahanni Celestial Healings just over the last month or two. So when I learned Rahanni, Carol Ann Stacy was retired. And I always thought, I'm never going to be able to learn from her. It was just never something in my mind. Well, she is coming out of retirement at the end of August because she says there is now a level 3 of Rahanni moving into the 6th dimension and above because the energy and the frequency is raising so much. So she is coming out of retirement to do a level 3 to the teachers. And that sold out within 10 minutes. I got up at 5:15 in the morning to sign up. And so that is coming at the end of August. And then I will be able to attune others to level 3. And if that is piquing your interest, I do believe Carol Ann Stacy is doing another level 3 herself next spring. So that would be 2026. So if that is something that you are like, I would love to be there, I highly recommend getting attuned to Rahanni, then doing the teacher level so that you might join that. Although I do think she was wanting teachers, I forget the time frame, a certain amount of experience. So that is an asterisk there. But you can always be attuned by others who are attuned to level 3. And one of the main guides coming through for that level is Therapist Bay. So looking forward to that. But it is exciting that it is still growing. It's still changing. And yeah, I just never thought I was going to be able to learn from her. So that is exciting. I've got a UK trip coming up at the end of August, early September. Let me just stop there and see if there's any questions. Does anybody have any questions about what I've said or need more clarity? Okay, let me see if there's anything else that I want to say.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
You said that Rahani is now the level 3 is going to be 6th dimensional. So right now, is it considered 5th dimensional? Is that
Great question. I call it fifth dimensional and above. Yes, it is fifth dimensional, moving into sixth dimensional. Um, yes, I do feel like it is just continuing to raise. But absolutely, it is. I usually tell people it's fifth dimensional and above because it is in that process of transformation and evolution and ascension, just like we all are. So, good question. Any other questions? Okay, we may just go ahead and go into a healing process. I was tuning in with my guides this morning, seeing who wanted to come through. What do we want to do for this healing process? And Kuan Yin was there, and she said, me, me, me. I mean, not really, kind of like that, but kind of. She was very eager. She wants us to raise our frequency and help us to open our heart because that is what Rahanni does so well. And we are going to be bringing through Jesus, Joshua, Yeshua for an activation of our divinity and our divine blueprint. So the more that we activate our divinity, the more that we step into that divinity, the more that we realize and embody our own divinity, the more our life really, I'm already feeling the activation coming through on that, the more our life changes around us. I mean, the frequency and the experiences that we attract from that vibration are just really beautiful, really expansive. And it's a very empowered place to live from, not in a boastful, aggressive way, but in that calm, centered, safe, supportive, empowered energy, connected to the higher realms, connected to the divine. Okay? All right, everyone, let's get some music going again. How's the sound? Good. Okay. So we've already kind of set up this sacred space, but we're going to do it again and invite in those guides. So let's just take some deep breaths again. Coming into our hearts. Connecting to that pink light that is already in our heart chakras. It's already a part of who we are. And let's create that golden column of light that we are in the center of. It reaches all the way down to Mother Earth. And it reaches all the way up, 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 connecting into the light, connecting into divine wisdom, unconditional love, and the higher realms, connecting into the higher beings of light who are a part of Rahanni. And we bring all of that beautiful energy down. And we invite in the higher beings of light. Powerful energy they just brought through for us. We especially invite in Kuan Yin and Jesus, Joshua, Yeshua for this healing process today, for this healing, this guidance, this activation. We ask for it to be for our highest good and for the highest good of all, with ease and grace, and so it is. And Kuan Yin steps forward, helping us to raise our frequency, helping us to rise above any lower energies or unwanted emotions that have been hanging around. So these could be conscious or subconscious. But if there's something specific you're wanting to release, bring it to mind right now, and she will help to clear it. And literally what she's showing me, so you can imagine this yourself, she's literally raising our frequency, raising our being out of, like, I'm seeing some cloudy or mucky or energy below. And it's almost like she's helping us to just float above it. And it's being released, transmuted to unconditional love. And as we're floating up, we're connecting with those higher frequencies. We're connecting with those higher vibrations. Of peace, lightness, expansion, gratitude in the heart. And she's saying, we're going to spend a moment here on feeling gratitude in the heart, because sometimes that can take a moment for some of us, especially if we've been through a lot or are currently going through something. And what Kuan Yin does so beautifully is to love and comfort, to help us heal our heart, to help us feel safe where we are, safe with what we're going through, knowing that it is for our expansion and our ascension. And so I can feel her and hear her giving us a pep talk. What words do you need to hear right now? She will say them to you. So this will be different for each of us. What energy do you want to embody? She's going to help us to do that. Maybe you want more peace or stillness. Maybe you want more gratitude, bliss, and joy. She's here to help us embody those. She's also wanting to do a piece on self-love. I keep hearing her say, "You are worthy." You are worthy of having your needs met. You are worthy of having dreams and desires and a life that you want to create. She's here to let us know that each of us can do that. Beautiful. Okay, she's really set the stage here. I don't know if you're feeling that shift in the energy. I'm really feeling it so beautifully and powerfully. Her energy is so sparkly and light and uplifted and loving. And so from here, she steps back, making way for Jesus, Joshua, Yeshua to step forward. And he's showing up very humbly. And that's actually what he's transmitting first of all, is just it's a little bit of a centered energy. That's what it is. That's what he's doing to begin with. Centering our energy, which can sometimes feel a little bit quiet, but it's very powerful energy. It's very contained. And what I'm feeling and seeing him do as he's centering our energy, what it's doing is it's building and expanding, almost like a pressure cooker, but in a good way. He's centering our energy, raising and expanding it as well. And now he's doing a light activation for all of us. So if you want to go ahead and imagine or see this happening, either way it's happening, I can do it for all of us. Gorgeous golden light through our energy fields, through our bodies, through our chakras. And he's letting me know, yes, we're doing an activation of our divinity, but the template, he's saying, is already within us. It's almost like what he's doing is connecting it to an electrical source, which is the divine light. So he's plugging in our template of our own divinity. And as he does that, I feel it's almost like an electrical jolt through our bodies, a positive one, through our bodies, through our energy fields. And as he's doing that, something is being released. He's releasing heartache and struggle. So if you're feeling a little bit of sadness or grief, that is just coming up to the surface to be released. A lot of times that can come up when we feel disempowered. And what is happening right now is a massive dose of empowerment. So that energy is no longer resonant. And that's why it's being released. And so what he's wanting me to have you do is to put your hands on your heart and lift your attention kind of up to these higher realms and just feel your divinity. Feel the magic that you possess. Feel the empowerment you have inside. And know that if it's only a little bit, it can continue to grow and grow and grow, so that it is what you embody. He's transmitting a feeling of being capable. He's amplifying a feeling of being whole. He's activating your own divine blueprint. Who are you here to be? What calls to your heart? Where do you long to go? What do you want to create? Bring it to mind and just see it being activated by light from above, golden light. Golden rays of sacredness. Your desires, the things you want to create and manifest, are sacred. They are worthy of this light. They are part of your purpose and your journey here. What gifts do you have to share? And he also wants you to feel gratitude for where you're at right now, the gifts you're already sharing, the light you're already bringing. Beautiful. I'm just going to bring through a healing and an activating tone from him. We're just going to light up this energy field that we've created. And feel how the energy shifted with that toning. Did you feel the frequency raise even more? I sure did. And from here, we give thanks to all the guides, all the higher beings of light, Giving thanks to Kuan Yin. Thanks to Jesus, Joshua, Yeshua, for being with us today. We ask for this healing, this guidance, this activation to be for the highest good of you, for the highest good of all, with ease and grace. And so it is. And let's just create that golden column of light again. That will just help to raise our frequency, cleanse our aura. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to turn the music down once again. How did that go for everybody? How's everybody doing? Beautiful. Becky says that was very nice. Thank you, Stacy. You're so welcome. Loved the energies that they brought through. Let's do some Ascended Master card readings for Sophia says, thank you. It is so good. You're so welcome, my dear. These cards that I'm using are Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light. You may already know them. They are some of my favorites. So good, these cards. And so I thought, let's do some transmissions, angel card readings and transmissions. So you can say yes when I pull this card and receive the healing as well. So it doesn't only have to be for whoever is receiving the card. And I'm just going to, go down the list of names and just kind of go from there. Okay. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention before we do this is I have a new date for the Rahanni. There was a mix-up with the other date. It's not going to work. I'm actually going to be out of town that weekend, etc., etc., etc. New date is May 24th. And it's interesting. I originally thought I was going to be out of town that weekend, but the weekends have gotten switched. So May 24th, that is a Saturday, 10 to 5 p.m. Eastern. And I have a special rate for this round. It is $188. It's normally $222. And for those who are here live, as well as on the replay, I know I have a bunch of people on the replay. I'm offering an extra 11% off for you as a thank you for being here, signing up, adding your light, whether you're live, whether you're on the replay. That's an extra 11% off. What is the code I made for that? Rahanni Intro, all capital. R-A-H, I'm going to put it in the chat. ANNIINTRO. I will also put it in the replay email. So, that you will use and get an extra 11% off for you. Okay, let's go into the card readings. Highest and best. Jan, you're going to be first. Okay, I have Kuan Yin in here as well. Okay. Here we have Master Katumi, Cloak of Wisdom. Master Katumi is, so I'm going to bring him through. Master Katumi is a master of his energy. He shows up with so much golden light. So I'm bringing that through for everybody. He shows up with so much wisdom, so much enlightenment. He brings through a very sacred energy. He brings through a very calm presence. But he's so wise, very expansive, and he actually really helps to teach others. He's so wise, he shares his wisdom. And Jan, I know you have a lot of wisdom to share as well, and I know that you are out there sharing your wisdom. So this is a beautiful confirmation and expansion of that energy. I'm feeling his energy so strongly for you. And I love what Becky said. She pulled his card from the Divine Masters deck right before this. There he is from the other deck from Kyle Gray. Master Katumi, do you want to pop on, Becky? And
yes, his card says, initiatory experience. Your current situation is initiating your gifts. So beautiful.
Love that. Oop, I shouldn't speak again. Sorry, let's bring his picture up.
There we go.
Lovely. And see, in that photo, or in that drawing, he radiates so much wisdom. And in fact, in this one, it says cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. But just Becky pulled from the other Kyle Gray Ascended Masters deck, the Divine Masters. Another beautiful deck that I love so much. So he's a wonderful one to bring through for all of us. All right, Sophia. Highest and best. One of the main guides of Rahanni, Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right, choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time, but truly I believe the energy she's especially bringing for you is supportive, is gentle, is loving. And I know this is an energy that you already really relate to and really connect with. And I'm getting a lot of goosebumps here as I say this for you, Sophia. So I know I'm on the right track. So she's amplifying this energy for you that you already hold within so beautifully, and that you already make a conscious decision to connect to. It's almost bringing tears to my eyes, this energy that she's bringing through. And this is for everybody. Mother Mary also helps us with our inner child. She helps us feel compassion. She brings through compassion. She brings through empathy, support, gentleness. So if you already feel those things from within, she's going to amplify that. If you feel like you need those energies more, just invite her in and she will come to you like the beautiful mother that she is. And she's so helpful for working with families. She's so helpful for working with children, working with mothers as well. Beautiful energy. I'm feeling such a strong expansion with it. Lovely. Okay, Becky. Highest and best. Saint Germain. And so it says karma releasing here, but I feel more like I'll let you know what I really feel like he's coming through with, but I'll also just read the card so everybody can, just know what's on the card. It says, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. But what I feel like really what he's bringing through for you, Becky, is a confirmation for you and your healing abilities, because that is what and who Saint Germain is. He's an alchemist. And I already know you are far along on that path of transmuting energy. So we're going to bring him through for everybody, because he's going to activate our own inner healer. He's activating our own inner alchemist. He's bringing through support. He's bringing through empowerment. He's bringing through, it's like a confirmation, but there's another word I'm looking for. Affirmation of who you are, your path, your abilities, your potential. We all are alchemists. We all are healers. It's just plugging into that, just like Jesus, Joshua, Yeshua plugged us into our divine blueprint. Saint Germain is plugging us into our own inner healer, our own inner alchemist, so that we can transform. Beautiful energy from him. Love that for you, Becky. Because I know that you're so aligned, so beautifully aligned. Okay, Veronica, this card is for you. Highest and best. Oh, wow. Krishna. And this says devotion. And Krishna is a newer guide to me. Actually, within this last week, he's been coming through again and again and again. So he's coming through for you, Veronica. Let me read his card, and then I'll tell you what I'm really feeling. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. And so what Krishna has been coming through recently for me, remember that divinity activation that Jesus, Joshua, Yeshua brought through. Krishna brings that through as well. That connection to our own sacredness. And that's what he's bringing through right now for Veronica and for anybody else who wants to receive this. I'm feeling him raise our frequency and raise our energy so dramatically, so quickly, just like Kuan Yin was, like bringing us out of those lower, denser energies. He's adding on to that, lightening the energy. He's also bringing through joy. He's bringing through lightheartedness. Beautiful. He's bringing through a carefree heart. The more we connect to joy and the more we allow ourselves to do joyful things, the more we feel joy. It's a self-fulfilling loop. It's a positive feedback loop. Sometimes we hold ourselves back from doing things that originally brought us joy, because these days we can talk ourselves out of it. And so I'm just saying this for everybody now, kind of going on a tangent here. But what he's doing is he's activating our joy. He's letting us know, he's releasing those ways we hold ourselves back from joy. Because the more we step into it and connect to it, the more it feeds back and the more joy we feel. So He's bringing through a joy activation as well. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you, Krishna. Okay. And for Angela, let's bring through a card for you. Highest and best for Angela. It's interesting. What's coming through are a lot of ascended masters who aren't like the core group of Rahanni, but that's okay. I expanded the pack of who could be brought through, because I really wanted to just open it up. And so, Angela, this is Bridget. Inner strength. I'll read what the card says, and I'll also let you know what I'm particularly getting. This says, move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have power. And she is a Celtic goddess. I love her energy so much. She brings through warmth. So if you're wanting to feel that warmth in your heart, where it just feels expanded and open and good to be alive, then allow this transmission from her to come to you. She brings through that warmth that we feel when we're with good friends, when we're experiencing life, love, joy, art, poetry. It's a little bit of a Venus energy, but slightly different. It's even more like there's a fire to it. It's so activating. So she's bringing through a gentle fire activation for us. Not an out of control, but that warmth, inner fire where we feel motivated, we feel empowered, we feel inspired. And so that's for you, Angela, and anybody else who wants to receive. We're going to do one more before we hop off here. We're going to pull one for me. I thought, wow, let's just see who wants to come through. Then everybody can get another transmission. Okay, highest and best for me. Isis. She was one of my very first guides. After I learned Rahanni, when I started bringing in more, she actually was the first one I started bringing through. So it's very synchronistic that she showed up for me. And it says here, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So I love that reminder. But what she also brings through is an activation for empowerment. She brings through an activation for movement, like really taking action. Because she's so empowered, you almost can't help but take action towards your dreams, towards your desires, towards where your heart is calling you. Like what came through towards the end of that healing when Jesus, Yeshua had me ask, where is your heart calling you? Bring that to mind, and Isis is going to activate it. So it's going to be different for each of us. And what I heard was boom. It's like boom. So yes. And Jan says, happy Ascension Day. Thank you so much. That's so fantastic. Yes, and it is Happy Ascension Day. I love that. I hadn't put it in those terms. I had had the recognition that, yes, we are doing spiritual, sacred things here as well, even as those who celebrate Easter are celebrating Easter. But I love that Ascension Day. That like really brings it even more into focus and clarity there. So we're going to begin to, Jesus is a cool dude. Hold on, let me tell you what Jan says here. Jesus is a cool dude who took no crap. I love that. Absolutely. And you know what I love about his energy is, it's like he didn't even think about not taking any crap. It's just his energy was just cool, calm, and collected. Beautiful, loving. Becky, our amazing astrologer, says yes. And Taurus season. Yeah, Taurus, Sun entered Taurus yesterday. Thank you for reminding us of this. Rebirthing into the season. So much life. Yes. So the energies have really shifted, the astrological energies. So I hope you all are feeling it too, this like rebirthing, this bursting into life energy movement, expansion, joy. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all to those who are on the replay. I know there's a lot of you, and I apologize for putting this on Easter. I will try better next time. But there's something else I wanted to say. Oh, for those of you on the replay, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer them over email. Reminder, the next date for Rahanni Level 1 Training and Attunement is May 24th. That's a Saturday. I've been doing a lot of things on Sundays. That is a Saturday. The price is $188 plus an extra 11% off for all of you. I don't even know what that works out to be, but it's something fun. It's something good. So sending you all so much love, so many blessings. The bright light in me honors and celebrates and sees the bright light in each and every one of you. You're welcome, Becky. Thank you all for being here, live or on the replay. I'll see you around. You know where to find me. I've got a free healing and activation circle next month. Come join us. We have so much fun. All right, everyone. Make it a great day. Have fun.